This video contains commentary. How are you now, my little dudicorns? Welcome back to Storytime with your favorite Reddit fairy. My name is Lorna, and we are kicking off this Valentine's Day with some r/ChoosingBeggars. So I guess happy Valentine's Day if that's the kind of thing you're into. I'm not, but we'll just leave it at that. And even more exciting than that is the fact that it's freaking Friday. Am I right, my dudes? What are you guys doing this weekend? Let me know in the comments below. And are you excited for tonight's r/no sleep episode? Some spooky stories from our fellow subscribers. And yeah, stay tuned for that. That's going to be later on tonight. So without further ado, smash that subscribe button. Let's see if we can reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of February. Because if I don't, I'll have to send Karen to your house to drink all of your Dr. Pepper and eat all of your Oreos. So let's get into it. Donor recipient wanted pizza with toppings. Posted by user JoePatriots11. I hope this is okay for this sub. Beggar is someone that asks for something, then wants something more. Local pizza sub shop I frequented for 30 years. Customers talking to the owner. Looks to be about a dozen pizzas. Owner helps customer with pizza to her car. Owner comes back in shaking his head. I ask what's up. He says, I donated 12 pizzas for the church preschool around the corner. Woman came to pick up. Asked why they were only cheese. It would have been nice for some with toppings. Guess he replied, thought a dozen pizza donations to save $100 was a nice offer. If not good enough, ask elsewhere next year. I would have been ticked and said, okay, get the fuck out, I'll throw them away. I think I would snap if I owned a business when even donations are not good enough. No good deed goes unpunished, I figure. No. Wow. You know what? Just cheese. I mean, it's still, like, not bad. Yeah, they're definitely a choosing beggar. Like, 12 free pizzas. I don't care if there's no toppings on it. I'll eat a cheese pizza. Come on. It's like, are you going to have another pizza that doesn't have cheese? No. I don't know, man. Cheese pizza is so underrated, I think. It's just a nice little snacky poo. Especially when it comes to children. Like, children can be extremely picky, so your best bet is always going to be just straight cheese. Wow, this forum. Posted by user Stephanie Says 66. Until I found this forum, I had no idea why people selling things on Craigslist or Facebook were so excited when I made an appointment and bought their stuff with cash in hand. Wow, it never occurred to me to harass people selling things that I should get it for free. Yeah, my dude, that's what we love about this sub. We have to laugh at it, otherwise we'll just get extremely angry. And I think this is why this was created. I think that's why Reddit was created, so people don't punch people. They just have somewhere to vent and get it out. I'm probably totally wrong. I don't know the history of Reddit, but if you know the history of Reddit, save me the Google search and drop it down in the comment below. That'd be pretty interesting read. I love that. But yeah, this forum, this is why we read it. Stephanie Says 66. All right, let's get into the next one. This story is called Choosing Beggars Surprised by Wave Vodka After Giving Me $5 for Alcohol. Posted by user general-hello there. Title says it pretty much. My friend from high school, who my friends and I don't talk to any longer, is the choosing beggar in this story. My friends and I have many stories about him that I could write about, but basically, he is the kind of guy who would try to upsell cheap beer to people at a party that was bring your own beer. Think Bud Light or Miller. Or would ask you for $5 if he drove you half a mile. I'm not sure if this post is more choosing beggar or malicious compliance, though, so let me know what you think. The story itself is pretty short, but super satisfying in my memory. One night, I was at his place with a few of my friends. We were 21 at the time, so Choosing Beggar asked me to drive to the liquor store to pick up some alcohol for him. After asking a few questions like, is it for everyone? Or, what do you want? I was handed a $5 bill and told, get me whatever this will buy, preferably some vodka. Since I was already running out, I decided to swing by to pick him something up. I told him that $5 wouldn't be enough to get him a bottle, and Choosing Beggar replied with, "I've been there. There are some things that are $5. So I went with only the $5. When I arrived at the liquor store, I started looking around for vodka. I found the lowest of the bottom shelf brand vodka that was called Wave, and it cost only a little over $5 after tax. I actually got a look from the cashier when ringing it out. Unsurprisingly, I got back to the house, and as soon as Choosing Beggars saw the bottle, he asked me, "What the hell is this? I gave you money for vodka, but I never even heard of this brand before." He then took a sip and screams, "It tastes like fucking cough syrup!" I replied with, "I told you that $5 wouldn't be enough to cover a bottle." He responded with, "That's BS. You should have gotten me something better like Grey Goose." After telling him that Grey Goose was much more expensive and he couldn't afford it with the money he gave me, he added, "Well, why didn't you all chip in? I can't drink this shit." I reminded him that he had specifically stated that the bottle would be just for him, then asked him why I would pay for a bottle of Grey Goose if I couldn't drink it. I also reminded him that he still owed me $50 for a bottle of rye whiskey he had stolen from me, that I had tried to hide from him specifically so he wouldn't steal it. This was a bit of a habit of his. He mumbled off with, "I'll just buy you a bottle of something later." Spoiler alert, he never did. In the end, I ended up going out to grab some top shelf whiskey with my friends, while Choosing Beggar was stuck drinking his cough syrup vodka. While a lot of my memories of this guy are not great, watching his face when he drank $5 vodka was priceless. For those who are inevitably going to ask why I never befriended Choosing Beggar, it was more of a friend scenario, and we had played together in a band in high school that I left when I went to college. I have some other stories about him that I might write about under different subs too. Hope you enjoyed this short Choosing Beggars story. That's like back in the day when when people would roll, joints and you go to a party and there's always that one guy that would snake his way into your little circle and always get a hit but never contribute to anything. That's like this guy, but he think like, why would anybody want to buy a bottle of Grey Goose for you to drink? Like, what the fuck? And then he'd probably be like, "Well, if you all pitched in, then I would share it with you." No, you'd probably find a reason and be like, "Oh, I thought you were like gifting it to me, bruh." They always find a way to, try to find some kind of loophole to get what they want. They're fucking beggars, that's what. They're little con artist beggars. But this one, not so much a smart con because... yeah, he didn't get what he wanted. Choosing Beggar came to order food, don't have enough money, and starts bitching about me. Posted by user Mist Painter. Comes in the store with the gift card, orders things, realize they don't have enough money, gets angry at the company for charging customers for food, then gets angry at me. Like, LOL, I didn't make you ask for the food. The company sure doesn't owe you anything, seeing as how they are a business. Why should they give you free stuff? You get what you ask for, and you pay for it. Now they're going to complain. I guess to management? Either way, not having enough money is their own problem. I'm still in training. I don't want to be fired. So it looks like Mr. Painter came onto Reddit to vent after a customer, which, like I said, Reddit is great for that, for venting, so you don't get your fucking ass fired, I guess. Man, working fast food is so rough. People, it seems like they snap over the smallest things. It's like people go get fast food when they're on a time crunch already, so if the smallest little thing goes wrong, they just it's like Rachel from The Exorcist. Their head just swivels 180 degrees. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get into the next story, my dudes. This one is called Entitled Customers Threaten to Call Police. Posted by user A for Andy. Currently, I work at a Burlington coat factory. A few days ago, it was just me and one other employee at the registers during the afternoon. The line was getting a little long, and two customers, let's call them entitled wife and entitled husband, start to complain. I tell them there's no one else in, so they're gonna have to wait. During the wait, they're just staring me down with daggers, as if that was gonna make me work any faster. They finally get to my register, and entitled wife says passive-aggressively, "We would like to get our money back on a layaway we forgot about." I look up the layaway and tell them that the money will be given back to them on a store merchandise card. Basically, our store policy is that if you want to make a return on layaway, or if you don't pick it up in time, you get the money back on a merchandise card that you can only use at our store. Obviously, they weren't happy about this. "Can I talk to your supervisor?" entitled wife yells. "Ma'am," I say, "I am the supervisor." "Well, can we talk to your manager?" I call the manager and she says just to cash out the merchandise card. Based on her voice, I could tell she was just as done with this bullshit as I was. I cash out the gift card, and entitled husband snatches the cash out of my hand. I say have a good day and call over my next customer. But before I can even say hello to the next person, entitled husband storms over and yells, "Where's the rest of it?" "The rest of what?" I asked. "The rest of our money. We put down $30. Well, there's a $5 layaway fee and there's a $10 cancellation fee / expiration fee. Entitled husband and wife look at me with blind fury. "Call your manager here right now. We didn't know about these fees." I try explaining to them that our policy is on the receipt that they signed and it's written on the front counter, but they still want the manager to come over. My manager comes. She tries explaining the policy like I did, and they still want their money. They even start saying shit like, "They should give a bigger sign that explains the policy," and "We're never gonna come here again." After 5 minutes of going back and forth, the two of them storm out of the store, yelling that they're gonna file a police report. It's been 2 days, and nothing's happened. Hopefully this gets on Reddit Fairy. or r/. To everybody in the comments that are saying that this is not choosing beggars, do you not know what layaway is? That's basically you're putting things away that you want to get eventually. So say you've only put down like $5, but you've got a whole bunch of shit on layaway totaling like thousands of dollars. You're a beggar because those things don't belong to you yet, and it's your fault for not reading the policy to know that you're supposed to pay a fee. So I don't agree. I agree this is very, very, it's in the gray area of choosing beggar, a very gray area, but I still think it qualifies. So those people calling you out, they can just sit on one. Before I move on to the next story, I also got to talking with Andy for a little bit, and I checked out one of his videos. He's got his own small channel up, so I'll put that link in the description as well with the link to this story here, so you can check out his other videos. He does like motivational stuff, and he's super cute. I was watching one of his videos about his name, and it was cute and very entertaining. So if you want to check that out, that'll be in the description as well. So let's get into the next story, my dudes. And this one is called "Choosing Beggar Doesn't Want Free Candy Next to Free Candy She Doesn't Like." Posted by user Roostas_towel. There is a small jar of free, bite-sized candy in the break room at my work. An assortment of maybe 10 to 15 different kinds. Choosing Beggar just asked the person who fills the jar to please stop buying the variety packs with Whoppers in them because Choosing Beggar doesn't like Whoppers. Who the fuck doesn't like Whoppers? If you don't like Whoppers, then I don't know if we can be friends. That's all I'm saying. Whoppers are great. They're fucking great. But I gotta say my favorite is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite chocolate bar? Let me know. I want to know. Let's talk chocolates. But yeah, Karen, if you want your own different, like candy or chocolates that you want, you can go to the store and buy yourself what you want. There's this neat little thing called money and independent thinking. Get it. There you go. How dare you lie to my son? Posted by user David_cuz. Okay, so pretty much I needed to get money out last night from the ATM. Went to the bank, got my money out, and there was a family of 5 there waiting by the corner of the street where the father flagged me down. I pull up, and this is how it went. Here's the cast. Choosing Beggar is the father, and me, Choosing Beggar. How's it going? You think you can help us out? We're stuck here and I just need some money to get back home on the bus. Me. Well, I have some change here. Maybe like $1.50. Choosing Beggar. You don't have cash? Me. Sorry, I only have this change for you. At this point, I start picking up the change. Choosing Beggar. Come on, man. How you gonna lie to my son like that? Me. Excuse me? Choosing Beggar. You just pulled out from the ATM. I know you got cash. Me. I mean, yeah, I got cash, but I don't have any small bills for you. Sorry. Choosing Beggar. Come on, we need it more than you. You have a nice watch, a nice car that looks new. I'm sure you can afford to give him $50. Me. 50? The bus fare is not that much, even for all of you. Choosing Beggar. We have a long way home. I don't know why, but I decided to offer him a ride home, just 'cause he had his wife and kids, and it was like 8:30 p.m. in the not-so-nice part of town. Me. Look, I can give you guys a ride home if you want. That way you don't have to spend money. Choosing Beggar. No, just give me some money, man. Me. I'm not going to give you money, sorry. Choosing Beggar. Seriously? You're making me look like a bad father here. At this point, I had enough and drove away. Feel bad for the kids, but the father clearly needed money for something else that wasn't a bus fare. I think you're right. I think drugs. Yeah, there's definitely drugs involved, I believe, or alcohol, or you never know. But like, man, I really, really, really hate these people that use their kids when they're clearly. Don't ask for money for something that can be offered to you if that's not what you're actually going for. Like, oh, you need to get somewhere? Here, look, I've got a van. Jump in. Oh no, it's okay. Like, I mean, maybe he thinks that, you never know. Maybe he thinks that OP's like a bad person and might do something to his family and take them somewhere and kidnap them or something like that. Which then I could maybe understand, but who knows? You never know. You can paint several stories a certain way, and then it could come out completely opposite depending on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So you never know, but this one does sound like you might be using it for something else and not a ride. What do you need $50 for to get a bus ride? Like, come on. All right, my dudes, and the last story of the day is called Storytime! Posted by user Anxiety-Filled Techman. So, first of all, just to say, my friend talked me into this. Normally, I don't like pointing fingers at people for misbehaving, but this one seems to fit the mood here. So anyways, I was moving flats a week or two ago, and being a geek, I had a lot of tech that needed to be tossed, but it could still be used for someone. So I piled everything that is 100% working into 2 plastic bags. There were laptops, phones, spare PC parts. I think I tossed in a working iPhone 5C as well. After a little while, my neighbors told me that his friend's son was interested. Being in a hurry, I agreed with him that he takes those bags away and pays later. Boy, was I in for a treat. Not only did that little twat refuse to pay for it, 20 euros, he threatened to call the police for harassing a 17-year-old. Of course, I told his dad, and he paid for it, and everything went quiet until recently when the little brat had the audacity to ask if I had more parts so he could upgrade his rig. I just hope he gets a good smack from his parents and that you have been entertained by reading this. Cheers! Oh, God, my dude. I hope you learned a lesson. Um, yeah, that's definitely a failed parenting outcome right there. Like, what the fuck? Seriously, though, unless you are really good friends with somebody, and maybe even not then, should you give somebody something without payment first. Even in the craft world, everybody's like 50% upfront, no questions, no question. So yeah, I hope OP learned a lesson from this, and they do not just give people shit for free before, obviously it wasn't meant to be for free, but you know what I'm saying. The audacity of this bitch. All right, my dudes, that's all the stories I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for future hilarious content just like this. And as always, the links to these stories will be in the description, so head on over to Reddit and show those posters some love with some upvotes. You know they deserve it. And as always, submit your stories or GIFs. I'm getting quite the collection of some of your comments and your stories. A couple of you have posted on the r/Reddit Fairy subreddit as well, so I'm compiling those. I see you. I see what you guys are posting. And with that all said, you guys have a fan-fucking-tabulous Friday, and I will see you in tonight's episode of r/No Sleep. Peace out, my dudes.